Time for twins pod.
Then I'm getting sucked off.
Yeah.
Hey, so they said America's the greatest country in the world, right? That's what's been fed to us. But I've never really lived outside of this country. What's your perspective on that idea that this is the greatest country in the world?
I am an American guy. I grew up being fed the same thing. I grew up believing the same thing. And specifically when I lived here my whole life and I really didn't spend any time outside of the U.S., I still thought that. Now, oh my gosh, no. I mean, in the sense that, look, there's so many things. I'm an American. My family's here. There's so many great things about America. So I'm not demonizing America in general. But there's a lot of things that we have not figured out. And, you touched on it yourself, just talking about Colombia, they're very health conscious. They shut down the main street, it's probably like 50 miles long, every single Sunday so that everybody can get out and run and ride your bike and walk your dog and be out in the sun. And so in that aspect, they're just the mindset is correct, but they're also very much more familial. They're not, they care about their family unit. They take real time to spend with their friends and family. And so I'll tell you one of the things that drove me freaking insane at the beginning of starting this business is that I had that American mindset as an entrepreneur where I'm like, work, let's go. We got to grind. And I'm still in that way. I'll never lose that. I love work. I love what I do. But, it drove me crazy because in Colombia, they have 22 Monday holidays. And I was like, that's half the fucking year. What do you mean? My business is going to be closed half the year?
Yeah.
And they're just like unapologetically, I'm going to go spend time with my family. And then they come back and they work harder than I've seen anybody work, and they're happier than I've seen anybody work. And so I've kind of found that balance where I'm like, okay, that is actually something that we're missing, that we push for in society. And I know why it got that way, and it's okay. That's why we have some of the biggest and best companies in the world. We're very entrepreneurial minded and innovation minded, and so you can't have that with a bad work ethic.
Yeah, but families suffer because of it.
Yeah.
Like I used to work 6 days a week doing YouTube and stuff, and recently my coworker said, man, y'all work too damn hard. Y'all running me ragged too. So he recommended to us, hey man, why don't y'all start taking some time off, and I started doing it. I don't work 5 days a week anymore. I work 4 days. I take 3 days off every week.
3-day weekend.
And it actually increase your productivity.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you get to spend more time with kids, your family, your wife.
Yeah, that's always a plus, right?
Yeah. But there's this whole community outside of the U.S., and they're all over the world that have found their little niche and their little pocket that they love. But you end up gravitating to Americans when you're traveling anyway, because you hear somebody speaking English in the coffee shop, and you're like, oh, hey, where are you from? So you end up kind of finding those communities just by accident. But there's a common theme where we all kind of roll our eyes and we're like, yeah, I got to figure it out. The Americans got it all figured out. Yeah, we're the best country in the world.
Yeah.
We just kind of roll your eyes. You're like, you got to take the good with the bad, but it's
right. Yeah. Especially things that's going on in our country. Like they say we live in a free country. It's the best country. They talk shit about Russia. We talk shit about Australia. And then we have a former president getting convicted of 32 felonies.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Well, actually, we've been trying to pick up Spanish.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Do you know any Spanish?
I've been trying to pick it up as well. Yeah. I'm taking lessons.
Yeah. It's kind of hard, right? Shit's backwards.
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
The conjugating of the noun or the verbs.
Right, yeah.
Why would you make one word, sound like 6 different words?
Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. It's walk or run.
Yeah. And I don't like how they, like,
Masculine and feminine.
Yeah, that bullshit too.
And then everything's
It's bad.
could
It's a
be
little bit
masculine and feminine.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Like the phrase "me has dicho," it means you've told me.
Yeah.
But in English, it's you have told me. The pronoun is at the end. But in Spanish, the pronoun a lot of times is in the front.
Yeah.
Me has dicho, which means you told me. I'm like, it's pissed me off.
Yeah. But see, that's even harder because at the beginning, the May would always tip me off as like, okay, it's me saying something.
Yeah. Right.
But no, it's them saying something to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now you blew my mind.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up, but man,
That's complicated. And they said it's one of the easiest languages to learn. They say English is the hardest.
Yeah, I don't think so.
English is probably the easiest for idiots.
It is.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Except for the pronunciation. So now, I
Right.
live with a bunch of native Spanish speakers where English is their second language. So I bitch about Spanish all the time.
Right.
So then they come back and they bitch at me about English. And they're like, so, okay, give me this word. There.
Yeah.
There. But they're spelled 3 different ways.
Right.
Oh, I
okay,
see.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. That's tough. But then there's a lot of words we have that are spelled one way and they're not pronounced that way.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
So that's what gets them.
Yeah.
Because in Spanish, at least the way that it's spelled is the way that you pronounce it.
Right.
Almost every time.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
How long? What are you guys doing? Like Duolingo or one of
I
those
got
things,
an
or-
app. It's called Pimsleur.
Oh yeah. I did Pimsleur.
Gave it up, huh?
In the past. I did
Fuck it, I'm doing the
fuck
Bible. I went to Babel. You said Bible. What is it, Babel?
Babel.
I started off with Babel, then I went to Pimsleur. I was like, I
Pimsleur's
like
better.
Pimsleur because it's like a conversation.
Yeah.
And actually, it makes you zone in on those words and you use it over and over.
Yeah, it's more
Babel,
interactive.
it's all over the damn place. You don't
Yeah.
even pick it up.
Pimsleur is the one I did best with, but I
Yeah.
just moved on to getting like a tutor, so I have somebody that I talk with.
Oh,
Because
okay.
like he takes me through like slang, like what are you doing specifically in Colombia?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's, I traveled to Mexico a lot, and some of the stuff I know from Colombia, in Mexico, they look at me, they're like, what?
Right.
What? Excuse me? I'm like, me regala cerveza. And they're like, I'm not giving it to you for free, stupid. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll pay for it. Sorry. Yeah. But in Colombia, it's normal. So,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So you actually try to go out and use it now.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm still embarrassed to use it.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds
Oh, just
good.
that one-
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
thing?
Yeah, that
yeah.
sounds good. Yeah.
Sound Colombian. I don't know what Keith sounds like.
Shut up, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get down to Medellin.
Medellin.
That's what I said. Medellin.
He said it in that Randy Macho Man Savage voice.
Yeah. Medellin. Yeah, we've been trying to get out there.
It's magical, man. I'm telling you
Yeah.
what. It's they earned their reputation back in the 80s and 90s, with Pablo Escobar and all the narcos and stuff. And,
Yeah, yeah,
which
right.
is kind of cool going there now because the violence is gone and they're really changing the community. They've made some incredible changes that are. I think other cities around the world should look at actually. Like
Right.
places like in Brazil that have these favelas that are crime ridden. They
Right.
should come to Colombia and be like, hey, how did you change that? Because you guys
Right.
were the biggest danger zone in the world.
Right.
But aside from that, so they're it's safe now. But like I said before, the weather's perfect. It's 75 degrees all year round.
That's perfect.
It's amazing.
It's California.
So if I wanted to go to Medellin and I said I wanted to get some stem cells for my back, what would that process be like? How long will I be? Is it any downtime?
So if you're a professional athlete and you're getting a stem cell injection in your back, I would tell you not to go right back into heavy like the game the next day.
Right.
But downtime for regular people, it's only like I don't know, maybe a week downtime.
Okay.
In the sense that we would tell you not to go and do like heavy lifting and squats and there depending on who you are as a person, our doctors will make specific personalized recommendations.
Oh,
But
okay.
in general, there's hardly any downtime to these.
There's
So-
no pain or anything like that.
I mean, only the injection when you're getting shot with a
Right,
needle.
yeah.
There's a little bit of discomfort, but no, in general, there's no real pain, no long lasting pain. I'll say that the knees are pretty tough. We see a lot of professional athletes, and their knees are usually really bad, and getting those injections creates a lot of inflammation. So the knees for like 24 hours,
Yeah.
it's a tough one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's not zero pain. I mean, you're in some discomfort for 24, 48 hours tops. But to answer the first part of your question, what it looks like is we would assign you a VIP patient concierge where we basically just white glove it for you. So we'll have somebody that's there anytime you want to text them or call them and you're ready to talk and have a discovery call. Or if we get you to the point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to talk to a doctor, they'll schedule the telemedicine consult. They'll also go to work for you calling your previous physicians or wherever you might have MRIs or images that we might need to collect for the telemedicine conference.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a phone call or some text at the beginning. But the most important is doing that telemedicine conference where we will develop a specific personalized protocol for you. We're also going to rule you out as a candidate. In a lot of cases, we tell people, no, sorry, you're not a good candidate for us. So, but that's where we're going to either accept you or deny you. And then from there, you come to Medellin. Once you're in Medellin, what we like to have, and for your first time treatment, we'll have you there usually for 5 days, Monday to Friday. Now we deal with a lot of billionaires, celebrity, patients, rock stars, professional athletes that don't have a week to be with us.
Right.
So you can shorten the protocol. We have a 1 day and a 3 day protocol, but it's dependent on what you're being treated. But if you guys are like, I have back pain, it's my first time, I want to get the IV. My wife's with me, she wants to get the face and hair treatment, and so you'll probably be 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Easy
But it's
peasy.
it's a good wellness vacation.
Yeah.
And we put together tours and other ancillary stuff like massages and physical therapy.
By magic hands?
No, for sure not her. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me.
As soon as I get there, where's magic hands at?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here to see magic hands.
But we do a bunch of other treatments too. So it's not just the stem cell therapy. You're also getting other supportive therapies like hyperbaric chamber. We're going to do ozone therapy, cryotherapy, red light therapy, and a whole host of other therapies that are complementary. So you're in our facility every day. If you're there for a week, you're there for a couple of times, a couple of appointments every day.
Look, everybody, inflation is out of control, and this problem's only going to get worse.
The value of silver, gold has been steadily rising, while the value of the American dollar has been falling.
PurpleBar.com is changing the game, making it easy for all of us to protect our financial futures. The bars are perforated so they can easily break apart and can be conveniently exchanged. Go to PurpleBar.com and use promo code Hodgetwins and you get 5% off gold bars. And you get 10% off silver bars. Yeah.